Wendy Davis, who's a state senator in Texas, was in the middle of a 13-hour filibuster to stop the passage of SB 5, which was a proposed law by the Republicans in Texas to limit the number of approved clinics that provide abortions in that state from 47 to 5. Now, Texas is already a very big state. And 47 clinics already is not nearly enough to serve the needs of the people of that state. So you can imagine what taking away 42 of those would do. So Wendy Davis stands up and begins filibustering and goes on for 13 hours. And then right at the end, I believe in hour 11, just was interrupted by Texas GOP on a very small point of order. I believe it was she had been reading off of her iPad, and the law said for filibustering you have to read off of paper, and just all hell broke loose. Particularly the crowd, as the Republicans tried to get her off the stage, the crowd just started cheering loudly and loudly and loudly as possibly as they could to just simply stop any order from happening on the floor and stopping a vote. Until just after, and basically the bill would not be able to pass if it was voted on and approved after midnight. Well, after midnight, the Republicans decided to hold a vote anyway, and they got the votes. But I mean, it was voter fraud in like the most blatant sense that happened in front of, I believe, a live audience of 175,000 people who were watching the live stream or watching, I believe MSNBC was carrying it, which is insane. I mean, the gall of it. First of all, I mean, obviously it's very much a Republican thing to silence women, but just the absolute gall that they thought they could get away with such a blatant illegality in front of that many people was astonishing. Now, fortunately, it came out a couple hours later that the lieutenant governor of Texas has now said that the vote was illegal and the law will not pass. But, I mean, this is one very small fight in a larger battle. I mean, this was public theater at its finest. My partner, Kate, said last night it was like watching The West Wing, happen in real life. It's very much what it is. But these kinds of fights are happening all across the country and, in fact, all across the world. Wendy Davis managed to provide a moment of beautiful, wonderful, just incredibly awesome public theater, which hopefully can be a turning tide against the right wing's war on the rights of women. My name is Andrew Tripp, and I write for the blog Considered Exclamations, which you can find at consideredexclamations.wordpress.com.